Babe, what is your relationship with money? Can it buy happiness, or is it the root of all evil?
Okay, so number one, money is not the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. We all need money to be able to survive in the world that we live in. And the more money that you have, the more good things that you can do if you're a good person. If you're a bad person, then just more money allows you to do more bad stuff, because it doesn't actually make you evil or bad. All it does is it gives you more ability to do the things that you would naturally do anyway. So no, money is not the root of all evil. The real phrase is the love of money is the root of evil, which is what Jesus said. And that's the truth of that parable. What was the other question?
Can it buy happiness?
Can it buy happiness? I would say it can buy pleasure, and pleasure can lead to happiness. I don't necessarily feel that you can buy happiness. As somebody that comes from quite a wealthy background in childhood, if you're miserable, it doesn't matter like what you've got around you. You know, if you're sat in a Jaguar and your parents have just died, the Jaguar doesn't make the death any easier, okay? So what money does do is it opens up more opportunities for you to help yourself. And this is why money is really, really important. And personally, I love money. And it's taken me quite a long time to get to be able to say that and to get to be in that kind of a relationship with money, because I think when you work in spirituality, there's this kind of like starving, renounce money, that money is evil. And I think a lot of us grow up with that as like something within our mindset. And actually it's that leads to a lot of pain and suffering. If you have no money, how can you help people? The more money that I have, the more things I'm able to do that are philanthropic. So, I don't have shitloads of money now, but I give money to like a charity that I work with in Tanzania called Share Tanzania. They are absolutely fantastic. They work with rescuing SEN and disabled children, because in Tanzania, unfortunately, young children that are born with, special education needs and disabilities are often seen as having that as a karmic justification for something in the past. And so a lot of times, some of the parents can treat them very, very badly, or ultimately for even good parents who are really kind, because they don't have any money, these children end up living in really, really terrible lives because they don't have any way of looking after them. So the lack of money is something that actually causes lots of problems in our lives. Most people who commit crimes, that go out and steal from other people, that beat people to death in muggings, they do it because they don't have any money. They do it because they don't have money. So the idea that money inherently is evil is incorrect. It's the lack of money that often causes a lot of problems. But it isn't the root of happiness. It will be the root of pleasure, and it can be the root of freedom. But happiness is dependent on the individual. It's a very subjective experience, and I don't think you could objectively say that money. Yeah, it's temporary. Absolutely, it's a very temporary thing. And this is the thing about pleasure. Pleasure is temporary. Happiness is pretty long-standing. Contentment, peace can be quite long-standing. Happiness and pleasure seem to be so intrinsically linked that they seem to be quite temporary. So this is where we see in Western society and commodity, and commercialism, and where we're buying lots of stuff, capitalism. I'm going to buy this thing and it's going to make me happy. Yay, I got it. And you open up your parcel and then you've got pleasure for like 10 minutes. And then before you know it's old news and you're thinking about the next pleasure source. So, try not to go into pleasure, try to look for peace and contentment, and recognize that money is a tool. And if you are a good person, you will use that tool wisely. If you're a bad person, you will use that tool unwisely and to create more pain and suffering in other people's lives. It's not money that's the problem, it's the intentions of the individuals.
Wow, that's great. Thank you.
I love you.
Where can we get more on you?
Check out my links in my bio. I've got a YouTube channel if you're interested in that. We've also got some free courses coming up, and you should be able to join my school, Maelstrom Academy, very, very soon. Really excited to share that with you, so make sure you're following. And if you're interested or you've got a question, leave a comment. Bye!
Bye!